Hi Virgo, and welcome to a Case of the X tarot reading. What this tarot reading is about is to see what the energies are between you and your ex in the month of October, and primarily also to discover why you're still hung up on them. Now, you could have just broken up and you're really missing them and you're wishing to reconcile and get back together. You could have broken up a while ago. You could be in a new relationship. Your ex could be in a new relationship. Essentially what this tarot reading is about is your inability to let your ex go for some reason. Maybe even if you don't want them back, you're still hung up on them, or you're not fully over things, okay? So that is what this tarot reading is intended for. So what I'm going to do is pull 3 tarot cards for the energy between you two for the month of October 2017. Okay, well, I was only going to draw 3, but as I was shuffling, this whole stack actually went upright. So we are going to start. So we have the 8 of Wands reversed. We have the 9 of Wands reversed. We have the Emperor reversed. 5 of Pentacles reversed, and then the Star card. So, interesting progression. I guess I can see why I had to draw 5. So, at the beginning of October, it doesn't really look like there's a whole lot of communication or energy going back and forth between you and your ex, okay? And then around mid-October, somebody's really feeling out of control of the situation. Like it's bigger than them. They can't dictate, they can't decide how things are going to play out or work. It's just there's something bigger involved, and there's a final realization of that. Now, with this 5 of Coins reversed, this is good. This is you know, coming into a much more positive place mentally, emotionally. And if there was some rejection going on, maybe you were rejecting your ex or your ex was rejecting you, it looks like there is a shift in that energy, especially followed up with that Star card, which is healing. So before I even try to decipher what is going to play out between you guys this month, I'm going to pull your energy and then their energies. So how is Virgo feeling about their ex, their true feelings? Yeah, definitely, though, there was a giving up and like a complete lack of communication in the past. So for how you're feeling about your ex, we have this Wheel of Fortune and this 2 of Cups reversed. So some of you feel as though the relationship ended before you were over. Some of you are feeling, again, like things are just beyond your control, okay? It's like the universe is divine intervention. You guys breaking up or separating. Now, let's see. I'm going to pull a Vintage Oracle Wisdom to see what you miss the most about them, or what you're having the hardest time letting go of about the relationship. abundance. This could mean a number of things. You could have had a very nice material lifestyle with your ex. Okay, that's the most obvious. But this could also mean your ex was abundantly beautiful inside and out, or you know, their energy was just abundant in general, like they were just a really lovely person to be around. That's especially strong if you are a male Virgo. You just miss the charisma and the essence and the energy of your ex, okay? Now, I wonder why. Only you will know. I mean, this is general, but it's like driving me nuts, like why you guys aren't together, what this thing beyond your control is about. Because with the Wheel of Fortune coming out, I can see you're definitely feeling that way. Like, you guys not being together is out of your control. So maybe for the majority of you, your ex broke up with you. And that's why it feels beyond your control. So I'm going to draw a card to see what your true hopes and desires for the relationship are. And this just fell out. So you're definitely hoping for a second chance. And so yeah, I really think that your ex broke up with you, and it is your ultimate desire and hope and wish that you guys have another chance. So let's take a look at how they feel about you and what's going on inside of them about you, because it's pretty clear that you want another opportunity and a second chance with them. Alright, so their first card out is the Two of Pentacles reversed, so they may have already made up their mind. And they have the Fool. So this is general, and I feel for some, your ex has already made up their mind that they would like to move on and have a new start and new beginning with somebody else. And for others of you, this is them making the decision, or inside they wish, you know, for a second chance with you as well. But since there wasn't communication or exchange of energy in the past, and just a total giving up for things that fell out of your control, maybe that they don't express this to you. But since the Fool is upright, I feel as though definitely some of you, your ex is thinking about you, but you know, they also might feel as though they don't have a chance with you, or there's no way that they would give you another chance, okay? With these general readings, it's really hard, and that's why I try to make it more personalized with the multiple choice at the end, just because, you know, different card combinations can mean so many different things. So the thing that they miss the most about you, or they're having the hardest time letting go of, is this peace. So there is a sense of serenity and security and safety with you and next to you, and I'm not surprised with you being a Virgo. So I'm going to see what their ultimate hope and desire for your guys' relationship is. Okay, so we have, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So this reversed Pentacles with this Fool, for some of you, there is definitely energy for a second chance for you guys. But with the Wheel of Fortune coming out, and then, you know, things feeling beyond your control, I think, you know, it's a matter of timing. But since we have the Star here, and this is the energy of October, I would say from the mid to the end of October is when any sort of reconciling or healing or anything really starts to begin. But where you were rejected previously, that energy has changed. You're not being rejected anymore. So maybe you guys come to a truce about things. Maybe some of you guys decide to be friends, and then maybe some of you guys decide to actually reconcile. And the answer to that question will actually come at the end when you pick your cards for your outcome. But when the Peace card comes out in these readings, so since the Child is there, this could be an ex that you do have a child with. Okay, and in this energy here of deciding to have a new beginning with you, they could feel a bit nervous and foolish in doing that, in doing, you know, giving you a second chance for whatever reason. Okay, but for some of you, there are children definitely involved in this, and if you're a male, you may be feeling isolated and alienated from your kids and from your ex, and that's really hard for you. And that's where this Abundance card comes into play. It was, you know, the whole package. So I'm going to pull the outcome advice cards for you guys, and I do this multiple choice so that I can try to make this reading more personalized for you. Since this is general, everybody's situation is different. Everybody's going to have different outcomes. So I'm going to pull your outcome card from the Syrian Starseed Tarot deck, and then I'm going to pull your advice card from the Indigo Angels deck. And you're only to choose one card combination. Okay, that's your personal message to you from the universe about this relationship with your ex. And I've seen where all three outcome cards are pretty much the same message, and then I've seen where all three of them are completely different. So the cards that you are most drawn to are definitely the ones that are meant for you and speak more to your personal situation, since this is a generalized tarot reading. Okay, so Virgo, here is card combination number 1. Here is card combination number 2. And here is card combination number 3. So if you need a moment to decide which of those 3 card combinations you are most drawn to, go ahead and pause the video. Otherwise, I am going to go ahead and start with card combination number 1. So if this is the combination you were most drawn to, your outcome, according to this tarot reading and the universe, is the 5 of Flames. And the advice that comes with that is acceptance. Okay, so if you were attracted to this particular card combination, what this is telling you is you need to accept that this relationship is over. Okay, I don't really see a reconciliation happening here, and you have a lot of internal conflict about that. But with this being your advice, it's saying, listen, you need to figure out how to tame these internal conflicts, even if this isn't what you want, because you need to accept that this is what is, because it's not likely to change in the month of October. Okay, I'm just reading the energy for October. This could be permanently, it could just be for October. I'm going to stick with just for October. I don't know what happens or comes after that. And just look at the coloring of this. The camera's not doing it justice, but the orange on this angel here is almost like the same orange as what's going on in the sky. So these cards are so perfectly paired, if you ask me, for outcome and advice. So essentially, if you spend all of your energy trying to get this relationship back together, it's just, you're going to be spinning your wheels, okay? And it's going to cause a lot of internal imbalance, and you're just going to be unsettled. And to prevent all of that, if you just accept what is right now, you will find peace in that, believe it or not, a lot sooner than you would just, you know, still rehashing this out with the ex, trying to be with the ex. So if you were interested and most drawn into card combination number 2, your outcome is Seeker of Flames. So that is a positive message right there. And what you have here for advice is self-reflection. So for those of you who were drawn to this card combination, there may be some communication in the month of October between you and your ex. If you have kids and things like that, obviously you're going to be communicating, but this is maybe some communication or news about, you know, working things out, or at least coming to an understanding with each other this month and coming into a better place of maybe communication, because I see communication was really lacking at some point. So for you guys, there's definitely some change in the energy between you and the ex this month, and this star card could be talking about healing is finally beginning, or maybe, you know, you guys are gonna get back together. But with the advice being self-reflection, you should really introspect about yourself and not think about what your partner did wrong or what they're at fault for, or thinking about any blame whatsoever. You should really be introspective about yourself, about your behavior, the choices that you've made, how all of that led to this moment, and really reflect and think about what you say to your ex before you say it, because it really matters, and it's going to make an impact for some on the future of this relationship, whether you will ever be friends again or if you'll ever get back together. You know, this is general, so it will be different for everybody, but if you were attracted to this card combination, a lot of reflection is required on your behalf this month, and that will honestly change everything for you. Now, lastly, if you were drawn to card combination number 3, you have the Master of Orbs. And you know what? Libra got that same exact outcome on their third choice as well. So maybe it's a Libra that is your ex. Physical outlet. Or, you know, also this could be a judge. So with this card combination, what this is telling you is it's time to start making decisions about this ex with your mind and not so much your heart. And if you're feeling really pessimistic or negative or just down or depressed or whatever, getting physical will help you, like exercising, joining a sports team as a hobby with other people, taking walks at lunch, just anything you can do to be physical will really help you release any nervous and negative energy that you're retaining because of, you know, this situation still being so heavy on your mind. So for the month of October, make your decisions based on your mind and not your heart when it comes to the ex, and exercise or get some sort of physical activity going on in your life. It will really help you and you will feel better, I promise, because that is the card combination you were drawn to. Now, you guys are honestly the first sign that I've read for the case of the ex where I don't really see any reconciliation or coming back together as lovers or even as friends. I think what this is here, this is you guys coming to a truce, which allows healing to take place in both of you. But to say that you guys are going to be buddy-buddy or anything for a while, I think is a far stretch of the imagination. I just feel like there's some pretty heavy things that went down, and the best that you can hope for in the month of October is healing to finally begin. Okay? And I'm sorry to say that. I really wish, you know, there was going to be a reconciliation here, but for you guys, Virgo, I honestly don't see it. Not in any of the outcomes, not in your partner or your ex's cards at all. Okay, so do yourself a favor and just accept things for as they are right now in this month, you know, and everything does change, but it's time for you to start using your mind and not your heart when it comes to your ex and any situations that you're still involved with because of the ex. Okay, so that is the information that came through for you guys. I hope that that did help and provide some clarity for some of you. And despite this, I do hope you guys have a fabulous month. Take care.